John Lennon's Lost Weekend. By 1973, John Lennon and Yoko Ono's marriage was in trouble. There are different stories regarding the turmoil, but many revolve around Lennon's cheating and growing boredom with Yoko, and her frustration with his behavior. Finally, she insisted he move out and directed her assistant May Pang to accompany Lennon to Los Angeles. Thus began an 18-month period of recording, drinking, hanging out with friends, drinking, getting kicked out of a club with Harry Nilsson, drinking, and having an affair with Pang. This time was later referred to by Lennon as his Lost Weekend. In October of 1973, he and May Pang arrived in Los Angeles to promote his new LP, Mind Games. Once settled at producer Lou Adler's place, in December, Lennon started recording the LP Rock and Roll with producer Phil Spector. The alcohol-fueled recording sessions were legendary. Spector's erratic behavior, which included firing a gun in the studio control room inches from Lennon, also disrupted the sessions. Lennon reportedly replied, "Phil, if you're going to kill me, but don't F with my ears." Spector later took the session tapes with him and disappeared for a while, claiming to have been in a car accident. In March of '74, Lennon decided to produce his friend Harry Nilsson's LP, Pussycats. On the 12th of that month, they visited the famous Troubadour Club in L.A. to catch a set of the Smothers Brothers. Drowning too many Brandy Alexanders, Lennon and Nilsson, who was a heavy drinker, began heckling the duo. This resulted in a drunken skirmish and them getting kicked out of the club. According to a member of the staff, a waitress was assaulted as well. Another incident occurred at the Troubadour as Lennon and his entourage arrived already drunk. This loose group of friends and musicians during this period included Ringo, Keith Moon, Mickey Dolenz, Alice Cooper, and the ever-present Nilsson. Lennon had tied a sanitary napkin around his head on this particular evening. After several more drinks, as they were to leave, the waitress asked if he was leaving a tip. Lennon replied, "Don't you know who I am?" The waitress quickly responded, "You're some jerk with a Kotex around his head," and walked off. Lennon did not leave a tip. There were some constructive moments during the LA exile. He reconnected with his first son Julian during this period. "Dad and I got on a great deal better then," recalled Julian. "My memories of that time with Dad and May are very clear. They were the happiest time I can remember with them." The Phil Spector-produced LP Rock and Roll was finished and eventually released in 1975. Nilsson's Pussycat LP, which Lennon produced, would also be released in August. In June of 1974, Lennon and May Pang returned to Manhattan. He stopped drinking and started to record again. The subsequent LP, Walls and Bridges, would hit #1 in the States. It also resulted in Lennon's first #1 single, a collaboration with Elton John called Whatever Gets You Through the Night. A second single, No. 9 Dream, would also land in the top 10. Eventually, he and Yoko reunited. In a February 1975 interview, Lennon reflected on that period. "Yoko and I have known each other for 9 years, which is a long friendship on any level. It was a long year, but it's been a 9-year relationship, a 7-year marriage. Maybe it was the 7-year itch. And apart from the pain we caused each other, it probably helped us. We knew we were getting back together. It was just a matter of when. We knew. Everybody else might not have, but we did." Lennon withdrew from the public spotlight for the next 5 years and played stay-at-home dad to their son Sean Ono. If you like this video, subscribe, like, and we'll keep doing more.